I'm going to be a dad in 2 weeks.
Oh my God. It's right around the corner. So this is
What?
great.
I didn't know that. This is news to me.
There's so much news coming out. Welcome to Getting Grilled. I'm Jordan Stratton, and today we're serving up the cast of Mythbusters' car-centric spin-off, Motor Mythbusters. Now, if you're a fan of the original show, you already know the drill. Hosts Tori, Faye, and BC spend each episode searching for the truth behind popular automotive myths to try to answer those crazy questions that have been weighing on every car fan's mind. Like me, just a big gearhead. I love the engines and wheels and gasoline. I can't even choose. I just love it all so much. Best of all is that you can catch all the latest episodes right now on the Motor Trend app. But before you do, let's get grilling. Guys, thank you so much for your time, for being here. Look, if there's something I've learned from my role, it's that dads are huge fans of Mythbusters. It's a little ridiculous. Like, they love it. Anytime we talk about Mythbusters, they're like, oh my God, let me tell you about my favorite episode. I don't know why they talk like that, but they do. And yeah, huge fans. And this is really exciting.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for bringing us on.
Absolutely. And as a dad, I can really appreciate that. And Tori is a dad to be soon, which is pretty exciting.
I'm going to be a dad in 2 weeks.
Oh my God, it's right around the corner, so this is great.
I didn't know that. This is news to me.
There's so much news coming out.
We've been keeping it quiet, but it's almost go time. So now we're.
Oh my God, that's huge news. Okay, well, yeah, just stick that one out there. Pretend I'm not gonna do this.
This is a scoop. I didn't realize the information I was going to be gathering here. Wow, this is a big deal.
There's nothing more appropriate than hearing it here first on the dad. I mean, like, this is so legit.
It
right
is.
now.
We are the outlet for this. I love it. I'm going to hit you guys with some individual questions, just like one apiece. Then we're going to go into some more general questions, and then we'll do a little fun little game type thing, and then we'll finish it up. This show series is called Getting Grilled. And so I like to finish up with a little talk about grilling. So have that in the back of your mind about what you like to do, what you like to eat, any tips, tricks, that kind of thing. We'll go into that a little bit to wrap it up. How's that sound?
Sounds amazing.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
I love it. So right off the bat, Tori, like I mentioned before, members of the dad community are huge fans of the original Mythbusters. And obviously you are a member of that incredible crew. What are some exciting new elements that Motor Mythbusters has that the OG Mythbusters didn't? Like, besides like a few extra cars here and there.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the real cool part about this new version of Mythbusters is we are looking at cars all the time. And those were always my favorite myths on the original series. Whenever we would play with cars or do myths with cars, it was always, fun for me because it was like a passion of mine to drive fast cars and just drive like a lunatic. But what's great about this is now we have Faye and BC, and they are bringing a skill set to the show that we didn't have before. It's exciting because now I'm seeing the show through BC and Faye's eyes, because they're coming in and they're just like, oh my gosh, you're insane. You're crashing cars. You're doing these things, because they're used to like making cars work and fix them and have them running forever. And for us, it's like on this show, we just need to get it to work once for the experiment, and then we can walk away.
I love that so much. And you were kind of known as the daredevil of that show before, so it's always not like a lot of nods from your co-host here. That's great. And I'm assuming that that's still the case on set. Is that true from those nods? Yeah, I'm getting more nods here. Is that true, Tori?
I'll let them answer. I mean, I feel like I'm actually toned down. Like, I feel like I've kind of calmed down since the original series.
Let's bring it out to the group. Faye, is that true?
I would never have done some of the things that he did. I mean, I would have been so terrified to get behind the wheel of the Monte Carlo and go as fast as he did. And then also everything that he had to remember. So it's like, you can't just be a daredevil like one time and then be put in that situation. Like, you've got to actually have experience with putting yourself in scary situations, being able to remember all of the steps and then execute. I thank goodness that it was him. I would not have been able to actually do that myth successfully as the driver.
When it comes to Tori being a daredevil, take a look at some of the promos that happened before the show aired. He was on fire. His arm was on fire.
Literally.
Who does that? Really, who does?
Nobody does
Tori
that.
does.
Nobody.
Yeah, but nobody does that. So yes, he's a proper daredevil, and he loves doing things the exciting way. How about that?
The exciting way. I like that. That's a nice way to put it. That's great. All right, Faye. Look, I'm not sure if it's my merino wool cardigan or my baby soft hands or just my general demeanor as a human being, but people do not generally come to me for advice about their cars. Now, you, however, are a seasoned mechanic, and so is someone like me going to be entertained by this series, or will I be, too busy Googling various engine parts the whole time?
No, actually, so I have yet to see the first episode and the second. Like, we saw the rough cut, but I haven't seen the final. I'm going to see that on Saturday. Mom, who is not a car person at all. In fact, I walked her through popping her hood for the first time just 2 years ago. So we're talking no automotive interest whatsoever. And she, after watching the premiere, she was just beside herself. She thought it was so interesting. She was on the edge of her seat the entire time. And what she said to me was the great thing about this show is that it's not going to reach only car people, but it's going to reach everyone that is just, interested in the original Mythbusters audience as well. And I feel like we really do approach all of these myths in a very I feel like we're very approachable, and anyone without any major automotive skill or knowledge will be able to relate to them.
It's great. It's for everybody. It's for moms. It's for grandmothers. It's for dads. It's for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
All right, BC, like you said earlier, you were the engineer helping us understand the science behind all of these outlandish car experiments, but you were also the only cast member right now who's a parent. Is that right?
That is correct.
Wait, chicken mom.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, just chicken mom over here. Yes.
Yeah, chicken moms, that's completely fair. And so how many little future drivers do you got?
I have 2. I have a daughter who's 8 and a son who's crazy about cars who's 3.
Have they seen the show? What do they think about it?
Oh, yes. We had a nice party at the house last night. They loved it. We watched both episodes in one evening. It was great.
All right, guys. You are clearly the pros when it comes to calling out car-related BS, and I don't know if you know this, but dads are pretty notorious for claiming to know about cars and the rules of the road better than anyone else. So I'm hoping to get some of your insights here. I'm gonna list off some common dadisms related to cars and driving, and I want you to tell me whether they should be confirmed, whether they're plausible, or can they be just completely busted right now? What do you think?
Okay.
Ready.
All right. Dads claim that it is illegal to drive with the dome light on at night. Did you guys ever hear that?
No, I haven't heard that.
I've heard that.
I didn't hear illegal, but it was definitely an issue.
It was frowned upon.
I haven't seen a law, but I have firsthand experienced dome lights are very bright inside a vehicle at night, and it makes it a little bit harder to see outside when you're driving. Yeah. So
I'm gonna say confirmed. Confirmed. I think that is a law.
And if it's not a law, it should be. That's what you're saying.
Exactly.
All right.
I'm gonna say plausible.
I like it. All right, next one. Dads claim to know everything they need to know about the state of a tire simply by kicking it.
Oh,
what?
Rubbish.
Oh.
Rubbish.
No.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, I've got to bust this one right now. Actually, my first automotive experience with my dad. A lot of people think that my dad taught me to work on cars, like my dad owns a shop. Could not be further from the truth. He's a chemist. Not that he's not very smart, but the first time he ever taught me how to change a spare tire, I had my first car, and it actually fell off on the side of the road when I was going about 65 miles an hour down the highway. And he gave it the kick test of, yep, it's good. So I'm just going to say, sorry, Dad, that is completely denied.
So that is a strong busted.
So busted.
That's busted indeed. I agree, busted.
All right, next one. Dads will insist on changing a car's oil every 3,000 miles, even if the manual says it should be changed every 6,000 miles. Who's right?
Wait, that's me.
That's you? Are you a secret dad?
As a chemical engineer, I know that all oils are not created the same. So even within a particular realm of oil, whether it's a group 4, group 5 base stock, the additive package makes a big difference. So in that case, the manufacturer, they kind of have their own recommendations. Dads have their own recommendations as well. I think it'd be better to be safe than sorry. So I think that's a good idea. But, I've tested oils to 15,000 miles, and what it gave out was a filter, not the oil itself. But it was a particular type of compound, So in this case, and Another plausible for me. We'll go either way.
Busted.
Yeah.
All right, so dads are always ready to offer up a lecture on the merits of learning to drive a stick shift, claiming that it's a dying art. But is it?
Confirmed.
Yeah, confirmed.
Absolutely
confirmed.
confirmed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
Oh, okay, so we're changing it up. A hard confirmed there. It is a dying art. People need to be learning how to drive a stick again. Not enough people know.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Straight up
Absolutely.
simple. I love it.
All right, last one. Here we go. A dad will point out that the modern cars are all run by computers, and that's why he can't fix them himself.
Confirmed.
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 That's what they say.
I love it. Give the dads the out.
I mean, it's what they say, and then that's all partially true. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of truth to that. I mean, I was just changing my oil the other day, and I don't have a dipstick on my car, and I'm just like, you know what? The only way I can check it is with a computer. So it's just like you can't, like, the average person can't do this oil change anymore unless they've got like a measuring beaker and they make sure that it's exactly like 6.87 quarts. You know?
Now that you're talking about stick shifts, it is a dying art to be able to drive a manual. I think we should build electric cars with manual shifters. What do you think?
Actually, I'm building one right now.
Really?
I'm way ahead of you, Tori.
Of course you are.
I'm building a Caterham with an electric motor and a 4-speed gearbox as we speak.
Oh, I like
Yep.
it.
I'll
might-
actually have you come down and drive it when I'm done.
I
Check it
might
out.
convert to electric vehicle.
Oh, is that the first? Is that the first
Say no,
electric
no.
manual transmission vehicle?
No, there've been some out there, but
Okay.
I'm building one BC Moto style,
Nice.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So it's gonna look good, sound good,
Yep.
and
And
sound. Oh
perform.
wait, no sound.
Oh, no, it sounds
That-
pretty
that's-
cool. It sounds like a supercharger. No, it's not quiet. It has a nice whine to it.
Okay.
Pretty
You
cool.
put a playing card in the spokes. Brrrr.
Oh, that's a smashing idea, Tori. So Jordan, you see what goes on set?
I love this. All right, guys, thank you so much. Those are some dad car myths. Feel free, if you want to use any of those for season 2, feel free to take them. Those aren't owned by anybody. That might be a great episode. Just explore some dad myths. Like I said before, this show is called Getting Grilled, and as such, we like to finish up each episode with a little grill talk. So whether it's what you like to grill, whether you like to grill at all, maybe some tips, maybe some tricks, maybe some recipes. I'm gonna do a little round robin here, and I'm gonna hit you each up for some grilling insights. Tori, you're up. What you got for me?
Right now, I love In-N-Out burgers. And so I have been doing kind of like my version of In-N-Out. So I'll do like really thin hamburger patties, American cheese. But one thing that I learned from YouTube was that they actually put mustard on the hamburger patty, the raw side. So you cook it on one side and then you put the mustard on the raw side, then you flip it, cook it in mustard, and it gives a flavor that is just unbelievable.
That is wild, and that's a new one that I've never heard. I love it so much.
I love vegetables. Like my favorite thing to put on the grill actually is vegetables. But I will say that it's really hard to get like the vegetables that are like a little bit more like mushy and soft and fragile, such as like my personal favorite, squash. This time of year we got summer squash grow. Actually, I didn't even plant any summer squash. It came out of my compost bin. Amazing. So I'm going to be grilling it. And in that case, I put down like a thin sheet of aluminum foil, and like I will kind of make the edges like a little boat, and then I'll put dressing on it, and I'll let them actually like soak up the dressing for like the first little bit of time until they start to steam. Then I'll pull them off, other side on the actual grill, and that way they're not going to turn out like super dry and like freaking gross. It's got to be like a good oily dressing. Like don't try like this low fat garbage. Like we want oil, good balsamic vinaigrette on there, a little salt and pepper, and that way then they soak it up and they absorb. Take off the aluminum foil, flip them over, then they get all crisp and delicious without being dry.
I'm learning so much. I'm ready for a barbecue. BC, what do you got for me? How do we complete this wonderful, this grilling experience right now?
Well, can using a Bunsen burner, does that count as grilling at all?
Oh my God.
Well, to be honest with you guys, I have, forgive me, but I've never grilled before. I'm a grill virgin.
What?
Yeah, I have. I've never done. Tori, remember how I learned how to use a chainsaw from you?
Yeah.
Well, it looks like I'm gonna have to learn how to
All right.
grill from you as well. I
You come down
have
to
never
Monterey.
experienced it before.
The next weekend,
My
we're
gosh.
gonna go.
Next week I'll be there. Let's make it
All
happen, sir.
BC, check out some of our previous episodes. We got people giving us all kinds of tips here. We're birthing a new grilling individual. This is amazing.
Absolutely.
Guys, That is all I have. Thank you so much for your time. The show is so fun. Obviously, I just had a blast talking with you for 30 minutes. This has been so great for me. Motor Mythbusters streaming right now on the Motor Trend app, I believe. Is that true?
Yep, that's right. Motor Trend app.
Correct.
It is a guaranteed good time. Go check it out. Highly recommended. Guys, thank you so much.
Thanks, Jordan.
Thank you, Jordan. Have a great one.